There are countless things that go into making a high school television show. We dig deep into stories, we do whatever it takes to get the right sound bites, and we capture the moment. Since week 1, we've learned to write voiceovers, interview strangers, become a family, and create a national award-winning high school television show. This is Aftershock. Aftershock is a show that we create for the 4,500 students at Cypress Bay, but there's a meaning behind the show that our target audience doesn't really get to see.
To me, Aftershock is kind of like a second family. It's more than just a show. It's the people themselves, I guess, that help make the show.
Everyone in Aftershock, you learn something different from everyone there. Like, everyone has their own skill set and what they're really good at. So you pick and learn certain things from each person.
You work with your family, and like family members, you don't always get along, but at the end of the day, you're all really supportive of each other, and you all really help each other get better.
So when you come in every day and you see all those people, you know who they are, you know what they like, you know who they really are inside. So that's how it is at home with a family.
Aftershock, to me, it's a home away from home, as people know. Literally, I can go there and just be myself.
5th period in room 316 has become a home for the Aftershock members, and it's more than just a class offered by the school.
Well, to me, Aftershock means a place to get away from the regular routine of school and do something that I really enjoy doing. So when I walk into Aftershock 5th period, it's kind of like a release. I get to do things that I really want to do instead of things that I'm forced to do.
It's a comfortable place for me, if I'm having if it's a rough day, a long day at school, whatever, just bomb the test and all that. When you walk in here, you just feel it's its own world, you know what I mean? It's you walk through the door and you're in TV world, you know what I'm saying?
I would have no idea what to do with my life if I was not in Aftershock. I would not stay after school every day. I wouldn't have a purpose of going home and I need to make this spreadsheet, I need to work on my voiceover. I just feel I wouldn't have the same life.
To have this opportunity here, and after 2 months of being in TV1, to be accepted into such an exclusive program, and it's such an amazing class, and knowing that I constantly get to do what I love to do every week, it means everything to me. It's the best thing in the world.
But it wasn't always like that. On August 11th, the 32 crew members collaborated together to create the first of many Aftershock Season 8 episodes. It all started in week 1.
In week 1, I was questioning myself with everything I did. Every little step I did, I questioned myself, I doubted myself.
I put a lot of work into this, and I'm proud of what I made, or I'm not proud of what I made. But before it was okay, I made what I made. So I kind of gone through the phases of all right, this is cool, this is fun, I like this, to whoa, oh my god, I care way too much, oh my god, to now I'm this is what it is. I'm proud of what I do, and that's all you can be.
Comparing myself to how I was in week 1 is like comparing a duck to a much more experienced duck. I am now a very experienced duck.
I think I've grown so much in the past year, from just not knowing how to tell a story to now I am obsessed with telling stories. Aftershock has allowed me to do what I love best.
But all of this wouldn't have been possible without one person, someone we can all count on and feel happy with, someone who's been there since the very beginning, Kurt Doster.
If I had a time machine, I would get in the DeLorean, go back in time to 8th grade before I even chose TV production, and I'll just be like, listen, Josh, whatever you can, when you meet Doster, Kurt Doster, do not be a wise guy.
he scares you, but it's good that he scares you because it gets you ready for like the real world when you can be scared of your boss. But like you know that he doesn't actually like hate you, hopefully.
So in TV1, I was a bit intimidated. I didn't want to ask so many questions. So I just, kind of worked and did my best. And then, every once in a while there would be something that would come up. So I'd be like, all right, I have to do this. So I'd walk up and ask the question, and he'd just answer. And you go, oh, that wasn't so bad.
Just once you join the Aftershock program and you do more stuff with him involved, he just is like this guy who you can go to for help, and like he's very approachable. I think he's definitely influenced me or inspired me to keep going with this sort of career.
He's strict in the funniest way possible, and it's so refreshing to like walk in and like give him a really big wave, and all he does is.
Doster is just like a father to all of us. He treats us well. He takes us places. He's willing to help us with all our problems if we have any. It's in a sarcastic tone sometimes, but nonetheless, he's there to help. And I feel like that's an important part of any family.
Like, CBTV, like, I don't think people understand how much it means to him. And I don't think he's ever going to show anybody how much CBTV really means to him. But he's worked his butt off to get us to where we are. And, yeah, it's a student-run organization, but behind the scenes, man, he does a lot.
He's definitely I look at him more as like a friend also, rather than just a teacher and an advisor.
The way he acts with KJ is the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. He is he's a dad, and he acts like a dad, and I think it's the cutest thing ever because he doesn't seem like that person that's like, look at my kid, he's so cute, but he actually is. Under that big tough boy persona, he's actually just a really nice guy, and he cares about all of us.
He's been my main source of stress this entire year, but he's helped me deal with that by giving me more stress.
He's taught me so much, and I've gotten so comfortable with him that I don't even care what I say to him anymore. Never have I ever met a teacher that I can openly flip off and he's okay with it.
Doster's a cool dude. Like, he'll give you an answer to a question. Even a stupid question, he'll give you an answer. I mean, he'll give you a face, but like...
Yeah, I know the face.
He'll be like...
No other teacher would dedicate so much of their time to me and to my success in what I want to do. You only get a person like that once in a lifetime. And I'm so happy that Doster was that person for me.
Throughout the school year, the crew members of Aftershock and Doster have become a family that works together towards the same goal. And we've all had a special moment that'll be held in our memories for the rest of our lives.
Oh, there's so many great moments. I can't forget that time that I got makeup on my face. The time that I confused a pigeon with a pitcher in that entertainment segment. The time that I was Rod Serling. And just so many amazing moments I'm never going to forget.
When I went up to a professional baseball player and asked him for an interview without stuttering or my voice cracking. I just went right up to him and asked for an interview, and I got it.
When I found out that I got the sports producer position, it really meant a lot to me, knowing that, just realizing how much I've improved, over the course of the season, and really meant a lot.
And even if people don't remember who I am, I remember that CBTV was my home for high school, and it was the place that I learned who I am.
I think that the one thing that everyone's going to remember is my hot dog commercial. Yes. I don't know if it's significant, but it's something.
And then there's a special time that happens every week on Thursdays that seems to put the weight of the world on the shoulders of the Aftershock crew. 12:08.
I feel like from when the time the second bell hits to be in fifth period, and then by the time the bell hits for 12:08, in the middle of that, you're in a completely different world.
Oh, the time 12:08. That time is dead time. If you do not turn in your segment by 12:08, you are dead in the eyes of Erica. No, I'm kidding.
12:08 was I don't want it to come. Oh my God, is it here? Oh my God, 12:08? What? 12:08, the devil.
It's either, I mean, it really depends on the week, but 1208 is either like relief or just even more stress. It depends on how your segment is going that week.
And I'm like, oh man, I didn't start my segment. It's due today in like 50 minutes. I should probably start it. And then you see all these people lining up at the equipment closet, and they're all just like, hey, I'm going to casually write my voiceover. And I'm just like, I have to start my segment.
Oh, 1208 is death. I die at 1208. That's like the time of my death. I'm convinced that's the time I'm going to die, at 1208 on a Thursday.
1208 usually means Erica's probably panicking in the background, eating Reese's, and everyone's screaming around, running, trying to get segments in. But, you know, there's the energy when 1208 hits and you hear that bell.
Although all of us have gone through some ups and downs with each other, we've all come together to create something we're proud of. The members of Aftershock's 8th season will leave this school year remembering their accomplishments and their experiences. And the seniors will leave remembering how they made their final year count.
This year has gone by so quickly, and I'm so glad I did take, advantage and just like enjoyed every single moment. And I was there just taking everything in.
I didn't want to be one of those seniors that does nothing. And I do nothing, but at the same time, I do a lot, if that makes sense.
Where do you think you'd be if you weren't in Aftershock?
A firefighter.
Basically, CBTV has become my life. Most of my classes are electives, even though I don't really count them as electives, because have you seen the stuff that we've done here? We put on a show every single week. I don't think we do that in every single elective. Basketball, I don't even think they play basketball all the time.
I'm so jealous of the people that have another year. I'm beyond jealous of them. Like, to have one more year of Aftershock, like, not high school. High school sucks, but Aftershock.
You know, you kind of like sit back and watch people watch the show, and you see their reactions to like, that's what I worked for. You know, I worked for that smile, or I worked for that passion that I just inspired other people. So
I'll remember how I've related to the entire crew, and one of the most importantly, I'll remember everyone's personality. Everyone has a different personality in Aftershock. No two people are exactly the same. And you just can't replace a great crew like that.
This has been an experience for me. I've learned a lot from it, so I don't regret it.
I want them to be proud of what they're making, and I just want them to take the time that they have to take advantage of it and know that it's going, if they want to be in this career, it's going to help them down the road.
It gives you a lot of opportunities that wouldn't have been offered at any other club, and it really prepares you.
You get to see like how you improved over the years, and like it's just a nice ending to like your chapter of high school.
It's like the good times. Like they're just memories that you have with these people that it's like once in a lifetime type stuff that you're not gonna get a chance to relive. So it's like you might as well enjoy it while you're doing it.
I'm leaving knowing that I got to be a part of something awesome, and I didn't just go home every day. I worked so hard. I'm proud of myself, so I'm proud of what I've done with my years here, and I'm really excited to see what I can do with my life. So CBTV kind of made that a reality for me, so.
But as one door closes, another door opens. And for the future Aftershock crew, we give our best wishes and our best tips.
For future people that are in Aftershock, I just want them to know that it's not what you expect at all. It's a journey that you won't want to get off of. And it will come to an end a lot quicker than you think.
It's not like the people who were in Aftershock the past years or whatever are any more higher or at a higher status than they are. We're all students at the end of the day of Cypress Bay High School.
It's the want for everyone in that room to get better collectively, which is something I feel like not a lot of clubs and classes have. Like, we all have a general goal in mind, is the show.
Making a story about someone is the closest you can ever be to someone, and just making an awesome segment is just, you're proud of yourself, and it's just incredible. And meeting amazing people in Aftershock, you're never going to forget it.
Try to
make a very nice environment out of what we have been keeping on. I definitely want this environment, this workplace to still have the same energy.
You have to bounce ideas off each other and share your creativity with each other on how to film a story and how to tell a story. And by doing that, you get to know people really well.
I want them to get like everlasting friendships, just like a sense of comfort, but still like hard work and organization. And just I want future Aftershock members to enjoy it and not take it for granted that they're put in, because it really is something that you really need to work for.
Remember that you're being a part of something that is so amazing and so special, and to just enjoy, not to regret any second of it, to enjoy it all.
It's an experience that it's unforgettable. You're gonna meet a lot of new people, a lot of new friends, and possibly some friends that you might not have ever expected to be your friend. They become so close to you that they're like second family to you.
I think the most important thing is to have fun with it, because if you have fun with it, then naturally you'll work hard at it.
This shows us like what we're actually gonna have to be doing in the real world, like, and it's like, I think it helps a lot of people realize like what they want to do when normal like core classes don't normally do that.
There's always something going on here in the TV room.
So, from my Aftershock family to yours, good luck and enjoy every single segment you create. We all come from different backgrounds and we all have different talents.
Although we all want to be something different, we come together every week for you, and we are
Aftershock.
Nice.
Signing off for the very last time, Tiny Jimenez, CB TV.